morning all. A warm welcome to the new session of social science class. How are you all? Fine? Good. So, are you ready for the class? Shall we begin? In the last class, we have started a new lesson. Do you know what is the name of the lesson? Someone is saying? Yes, Medieval India, Society, Resources and Trade. In that lesson, we have studied about the chief occupation of people in villages. Do you know what is the chief occupation of villages, people of villages? Anyone? Yes, it was agriculture. Then we had seen the steps taken by rulers to progress the agriculture. Then we had also studied about the occupation of people in town. Do you know what was the occupation of people in town? Anyone? Yes, it was other handicrafts as well as weaving. And also we have studied the foreigners or foreign traders who came to India for trade. And as well also we have studied about the commodities that have great demand in foreign market. Today we are going to study about the towns as well as we also going to study about the major trade centers in medieval India. Before that, we can have a look of the travelogue written by two travelers. One is Ibn Battuta. He is a traveler from Morocco who came to India during Sultanate period. And also about Ralph Fitch. He is an English traveler who came to India during Mughal period. Now we can have a look of the extract of the description written by these two travelers. Please have a look. Okay, these are the two descriptions written by the travelers. One is Ibn Battuta. First of all, we can have a look of what Ibn Battuta says. I will read it for you. The towns in India are highly populous and wealthy. The streets of the cities were flooded with diverse goods. Delhi and Daulatabad are colorful cities. What do you understand from the travelogue written by Ibn Battuta? Yes, he says that the towns in India are highly populated, and if you enter into the streets of the cities, you can see variety of goods. Next, we can have a look what Ralph Fitch is saying. Agra, Fatehpur Sikri and Ahmedabad are bigger than London, the biggest city in the world. Delhi is a big and wealthy city. So now you have an idea about how was the towns in medieval period. Do you know how the towns developed around which all centers or around which center the towns developed? The towns developed around production centers and market. Do you know what do you mean by production center? The center or place where the making of goods are done is known as production centers. So the towns are developed around production centers as well as markets. Do you know which are the towns that developed around production centers and market? Anyone knows? The towns like Decca, Python, Kanchipuram, Urayur, Madurai. etc. are the towns that develop around production centers and markets. Do you know what kind of occupation doing people lives in town? Anyone knows? We all know that the towns are developed around production centers and markets. So you can guess what kind of people are living in this area. Anyone knows? Someone is saying yes, artisans will be there. Do you know who are artisans? People who are doing handicrafts. In Malayalam we will tell Karkhanas Panikar. Then traders, then officers will be there, servants will be there, slaves will be there. So these are the kinds of occupation doing people lives in town. Now next we are going to have a look of a travelogue, extract of a travelogue written by a French traveler. His name is Bernard. We can have a look. What does he talks about? Before that, we can have a look of major trade centers in India. There is a map in your textbook. Okay, this is a map that shows the major trade centers in medieval India. You have to draw this map in your notebook. Now we can have a look of what the Bernier, a French traveler, says. Big rooms where karkhanas function are found in many places. Embroiderers working under a supervisor are found in one room. Goldsmiths in another. Dyers and cobblers work in different rooms. So you had read what Bernier had told. Do you know on what topic or on what does this Bernier talks about? Do you have any idea? He talks about workshops as well as occupation rooms. Do you know what is karkhanas? Karkhanas are production centers. It is a center that produce and supply goods for the palaces of Mughal kings and nobles. So karkhanas are the production centers in Mughal period. And karkhanas are big rooms. In that, and it is also divided into separate rooms. In each room, each kind of job doing people under one supervisor, they are working. Here in the description, it was told that embroiderers, those who are doing embroidery work, working under one supervisor. Then goldsmith, those who are working in gold, under one supervisor. Then those who are doing dyeing. Dyeing means giving color to the textiles, under one supervisor. Cobblers, you know what do you mean by cobblers? Those who are doing footwear works are under one supervisor. So karkhanas is a big production center in Mughal Empire. We can have a look of a picture, a painting of karkhanas. This is a picture of karkhanas in Mughal period. Next, we are going to study about the social life in medieval period. Before that, we can have a look of a description given by a French traveler, Tavernier, who visited India during Mughal period. We can have a look. What does he talks about? Okay. The lifestyle, dressing, and food habits are extensively varied across India. Extravagantly, colorfully dressed people and those sparsely clad were also found here. What do you understand from the above description told by Tavernier? Do you have an idea? He had traveled across India and found that the lifestyle, food habits, and dressing in India are diverse. And also, he had specially mentioned something that he had seen that some people wore very colorful dresses and some wore little dress. From that itself, we can understand that there are some social economic inequalities existed in India. Do you know what are the social and economic inequalities existed in India? The first one is the social status was determined on the basis of caste, occupation, and wealth. That is, each caste have an occupation for them, and that people of that caste had to do that job only. For example, if a caste has a job of hair cutting, they can do only, not only one person, that caste people all can do only hair cutting. They cannot go for another job. And also, higher status people have more wealth. Going downwards is the wealth also get decreased. Do you know who are the people who enjoy higher social status? Do you know? Kings, lords, priests, officers. These people belong to higher social status. I am saying this is only in medieval India. Now it all changed. Okay, do you know who are the people belongs to lower caste? The people who are doing agriculture and handicrafts belongs to lower caste. And each caste have their own customs as well as rituals. And some evil customs also prevailed during medieval period in India. Do you know which are the evil customs? One is sati and the other one is child marriage. I will show you the picture of sati and you can understand what does it means. Please have a look. Can you recognize this? This is sati. This is an evil custom prevailed in medieval period. This is mainly in Hindu religion that when the husband dies, his wife has no right to live anymore. So she also need to jump into the fire where her husband is burning. So that was a very bad custom and it was abolished by British Governor General Lord William Bentinck with the help of a social reformer from India, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Next evil custom prevailed in India was child marriage. This was also an evil custom. In order to avoid the child marriage, Indian government had given an age limit. A boy who completed or more than the age of 25 and girl who is more than the age of 18 are authorized to get married. Now you got an idea about the social life during medieval period. Next, we are going to study about how the learning process in medieval period in India. For that, we can have a look of what Amir Khusro. Do you know who is Amir Khusro? He is considered as the father of Urdu literature, and also he is a poet as well as a scholar. He is also the father of Qawwali music, a devotional song of Sufis. Now we can have a look what does Amir Khusro says. We the Indians can speak any language, but it is difficult for others to master our language. Indians do not go abroad in search of knowledge. It is the people from other countries who come to India. Chess, Panchanda stories and mathematics are the contributions of India to the world. What do you understand from the above description given by Amir Khusro? It makes you proud, right? Because in medieval India, India was a center of knowledge. India was a house of knowledge. So people from foreign countries come to India to study. Nowadays it is opposite, that we people of India goes to foreign countries for our further studies. But in medieval India it was not like that. People from foreign countries come to India. And also we came to know some contributions of India like chess, Panchanda stories, then mathematics, other contributions. In the 5th standard, you have studied about Nalanda University. Do you? It is one of the oldest universities. There are 3 universities which were very famous in India. One is Nalanda, it is in Bihar. Then another one is Takshashila, now it is called Taxila. It is in present Pakistan. And another one is Vikramashila. We can have a look of these universities. These are the universities in India. This is the picture of Nalanda University. This is in present India in Bihar, and this is the picture of Taxila or Takshashila, which is in present Pakistan. Next is a picture of Vikramashila. This is in present India in Bihar. Other than these universities, there were several study centers. Do you know which are the study centers existed in India during medieval period? It was Banaras, Lahore, Agra, Kanchi, Mathura and Delhi were famous among them. Do you know which are the subjects which were advanced during medieval period in India? Do you have an idea? Yes, was mathematics as well as astronomy. Astronomy in Malayalam, Jyotisha. Do you know which is the famous work written by an Indian writer regarding mathematics? Anyone knows? I want the name of the book as well as the author. It was Leelavati. Leelavati is the name of a book, and the writer's name is Bhaskaracharya. It is a famous work in mathematics. And several observatories were also established in medieval period in India. Do you know which all places? In which all places these observatories were established? Observatories means Nirishnalayam. Established in India, do you know? In Jaipur, Ujjain, Delhi, and bananas. In these places, the observatories were established, and several texts were translated into Persian. So, I came to an end to the second lesson. I hope you had enjoyed my class and understood. I will give you the notes through WhatsApp. Children, please don't forget to write the notes and send me in photos. Parents, please make sure that your children are writing the notes. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.